honored to be your Master of Ceremonies for the Salute to our Veterans Appreciation Luncheon. On behalf of Quincy Public Schools Career, Vocational, and Technical Education, I want to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed veterans, distinguished guests, faculty, fellow peers, and community members. At this time, I would like to introduce our special guests joining us today. Honorable Thomas Koch, the Mayor. Kevin Mulvey, the Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Aaron Perkins, the Assistant Superintendent of Schools. Keith Segala, the Executive Director of Career, Vocational, and Technical Education. Christine Cugini, the Director of Veterans Services of the City of Quincy. Principal Keith Ford of Quincy High School. Principal Daniel Gilbert of North Quincy High School. Mr. Richard Ragusa and Brendan Cunningham, the CVTE Support Liaisons. Today, we join together to recognize and express our deepest gratitude to the men and women who have served our country with honor, courage, and dedication. Your sacrifices and commitment to protecting our freedom do not go unnoticed. Today, we celebrate and thank you. At this time, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence for the brave men and women around the world serving our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Now I'd like to invite Mayor Koch to the podium for a few welcoming remarks.
You can tell Keith Segala designed this podium. A little taller. I need a stool, Keith. Welcome, everybody. Thank you to the culinary group who's preparing lunch for you, to all the folks involved in putting it together today, but mostly to our veterans for your commitment. I know each of you by name. I don't know if I've met yet. You're incoming? You following Commander Miller? That's correct. Welcome. But I'm a son of a World War II vet. I'm a brother of a Vietnam era vet. I'm a father of a Marine. So I do understand the commitment, the dedication, what veteran means. And this country wouldn't be anywhere without the veteran. We go from day one, you go to the Hancock Cemetery. In that cemetery, there's a number of Revolutionary War veterans buried in that cemetery. From day one and every subsequent generation, men and women of this community have stepped up in a big way. And quite frankly, if you do the numbers, in a higher percentage than many other communities. So there is something special here in the city of Quincy. You look at all the spaces around the city that are dedicated to various veterans, different causes, different wars, different conflicts. They're beautiful, they're well maintained. Christine and her crew do an incredible job paying attention to that. The latest improvements at both Pine Hill and Mount Wollaston, absolutely beautiful, stunning veteran sections, as it should be. So certainly as the Mayor of Quincy, I'm so proud of our city in many ways, but certainly proud of the military tradition that we have in the city of Presidents. So to our veterans, once again, thank you for your service. Enjoy the day.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Kevin Mulvey.
Julia, how about a round of applause for Julia? She's a great MC. On behalf of the Quincy Public Schools, I'd like to welcome you to our first annual Salute to our Veterans Appreciation Luncheon. As we approach Memorial Day and having just observed Armed Forces Day this past Saturday, today is a special opportunity to pause, reflect, and celebrate the veterans within our community, and we greatly appreciate you all. This luncheon is a small token of our deep appreciation for the service, sacrifice, and dedication of all those who have worn the uniform. We are truly honored to have you with us here today. I'd like to take a moment to extend our gratitude to those who helped make this day's event possible. If we could just hold off applause to the end because there are a lot of people helping to celebrate today with us. Of course, the Mayor of the City of Quincy, Thomas Koch, Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Erin Perkins, Executive Director of Career and Technical Education, Keith Segala, Principal Keith Ford, and Assistant Principal Edward Smith for graciously hosting us today in this wonderful facility. North Quincy Principal Dan Gilbert, thank you, Mr. Gilbert, for joining us. CVTE Department Chairs, Jill Bernardo, Quincy High School, and Marianne Collins, North Quincy High School, thank you very much. Quincy High School culinary team, of course, and you'll get to sample the excellent food here today as well, and I hope you enjoy it. City of Quincy Director of Veterans Services, Christine Cugini, thank you, Christine, as well as Career and Vocational Technical Support Liaisons, Brendan Cunningham, Quincy High School, and of course, Rich Ragusa, North Quincy High School, thank you. And again, please enjoy this afternoon of food, conversation, appreciation. And again, from all of us here in the Quincy Public Schools, thank you all for your service. Thank you very much.
Enjoyed their delicious meals.
Yes.
The next part of our program is meeting our esteemed guests. Prior to lunch, each veteran was interviewed by a senior student from Quincy's Career and Technical Education Trades program. They will now be called to stand and share the many highlights and accomplishments of our guests. We will begin with Maggie Weber.
Attending North Quincy High School, enrolled in the CVTE class early ed. This morning I had the pleasure of interviewing William Meyer. He lives in Quincy. He went to South Boston High School and served in the United States Marine Corps. He served the Vietnam War in 1968 and his job was communications and radio. He enlisted in 1966 and left in 1968. He was stationed in San Diego for 3 months, North Carolina for 3 months, and then Vietnam. His military occupation specialty was radio teletype. He adapted to situations. It was an adventure, he said. He would tell young people to join the military and it helps become adult. His job in the military helped half of the time with post-military occupation fall.
Good afternoon. My name is Clayton Quigley. I'm a senior at Quincy High School and I do the plumbing program. This morning I had the pleasure of interviewing George Lopesio, and he lives in Quincy right now. He attended Newman High in South Boston. He was in the Army, and he served in the Reforger War in Germany, and it was defending West Europe. And then his job was a tank commander. He enlisted from 1969 to 1972, and he was stationed at Fort Riley, Kansas, and in Germany. And his military occupation was a tank gunner. And it changed his view by getting the respect he got and the responsibility he gained. And it was tough coming back from military life to civilian life. And then he was very surprised how nice they were in Germany.
I had the honor of talking with Mr. Robert Notch. He currently lives in Quincy but attended Eagle Bend High School in Minnesota. He served in the Army for 27 years in both 1990 Desert Storm and Operation Iraqi Freedom. He attended West Point and was commissioned in 1989. During his time serving, he was stationed in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. Mr. Notch's occupational specialty was helicopter pilot. He currently works as a veteran advocate for Commonwealth. He described adjusting to life as okay to me, explaining to me how the job search can be tricky, especially after serving as long as he did. Since serving, Mr. Notch shared with me that he found He appreciated when people take the time to sit down and have a conversation with him. He also shared with me how Memorial Day to him is not only about appreciating the men and women who passed while serving, but about appreciating all who passed that had served. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Madison Miller, and I'm a senior attending Quincy High School, and I am enrolled in the welding and metal fabrication class. And I had the honor of interviewing Don Knight. Don Knight lived in South Boston, went to South Boston High, and was drafted into the Army from 1969 to 1970 during the Vietnam War. His job was working on helicopters, and he was a part of the 205th Aviation Company. And he was stationed in Vietnam for 1 year. Post-military, he is a chaplain, Secretary of State, and plays the bugle and the taps. A difficult time for him was definitely having to give instructions to everyone and having to order everyone around while helping fly a helicopter. For him, post-military, being able to meet an old friend in Kentucky after not seeing him for 30 plus years was definitely a funny moment for him in making the best of serving even during difficult times. After leaving the military, trying to adjust to normal life was definitely difficult because people were not happy with him or other people who served due to the Vietnam War, but he learned to embrace life years later as a veteran.
Good afternoon. My name is CTVE, and I'm a senior attending North Quincy High School, enrolled in the CVTE Healthcare Track Program. This morning, I had the pleasure, honor, privilege, and distinction of interviewing Mark Conley. He currently lives in Quincy. He attended Quincy High School class of 1977. The branch of military he served in was active duty and Marine, and he reserved in the National Guard. For this job, after 30 years, he retired from the Commonwealth Department for Youth. He enlisted from 1977 to 1981 in active duty and reserved from 1990 to 2004. He was stationed for 2 years in California and a year and a half in Japan. His military occupational specialty was 0311 rifleman and also field artillery. When I asked him what young people should know about military service today, he told me about the wonderful opportunity it was and how grateful he took the opportunity at the age of 18. We talked about the benefits and how if you go to the military, they will pay for your college later on. One lesson he would like to share with everyone about the military service is that the friends that you make from the young age at 18 are great friends and they'll always stick with you. He talked about the travel and opportunities that he got to have from being served in the military and how he adjusted to life after living in the military. Was talking about how after 4 years of wearing a uniform, going back to normal and being able to just wear your regular clothes.
My name is Jenny, and I'm a senior attending at Quincy High School. I am enrolled in the carpentry program. This morning I had the pleasure of interviewing Jerry. Jerry lives in Quincy, and he went to Quincy High School. And when he enlisted and served in the military, in the United States Marine Corps for 4 years, he did not do combat, but instead he did aviation technician. Yes, he worked on the helicopters and worked on the wires. He enlisted for 4 years, around 2009 to 2013. And he was stationed at the New River Air Station, North Carolina, to Florida. And his experience of coming back after serving, he gained more respect from people around him, and he felt that he had a greater appreciation for life. His advice for young people today is that young people should do more research about the military, should volunteer and help more vets, and to be present. Just being present is enough for vets. He finds that adjusting back to after serving, that he has to become more relaxed, and he found it not really difficult to adjust back to life, and that's all.
My name is Norba Najma, and I am a student attending North Quincy High, enrolled in the CVT class. This morning I had the distinction of interviewing Aaron Miller. Aaron Miller currently lives in Quincy, and he attended Harding High School in Warren, Ohio. He serves in the Navy. He also served in the Afghanistan War. His job is he is a commanding officer and fixes airplanes. He was drafted in the year 1999, and he's still currently in service and is going to retire next year. He was stationed in Florida, Maryland, New Orleans, and Quincy. His occupation is aviation maintenance. He did build strong friendships, and he believes that teamwork makes everything easy, and it also makes stuff fun too. And he did adjust to and he will be adjusting to the military after leaving because he will be fixing airplanes.
So my name is Ethan Johnston. I'm currently doing electrical at Quincy High School, and today I really did have the honor of meeting Leslie. Just swinging. It took me a couple tries. He currently lives in South Boston now, and when he was in high school, he attended Gibson County High School in Tennessee. Yep. He's in the Navy now, and he has not served in combat or war, but he is a surface warfare officer. He was drafted, or he joined in 2009, and he's still serving to this day. And yeah, I mean, he was stationed in he went to a couple different places, but he was stationed in San Diego and in Washington, D.C., and also Miami, Florida. His, yeah, again, he's a surface warfare officer. Sure you brought off these questions. He said that changes, a lot of the experiences that influenced his career path afterwards were the big change in leadership. He had a lot of leadership there. It very changed a lot of the future decisions too, as well as he got to travel a lot, which was great. Again, yeah, he traveled a lot. He saw a lot of leadership, and afterwards, I mean, he said running into past veterans, there's a lot of respect going around, and it's kind of like a family. You know, you get to see everybody that you share something with, which is very good. He adjusted to life a lot with family. You know, you leave your family, it's a big, you kind of lose your support system there, but to this day, he still maintains relationships really well. And he likes the movie Greyhound.
As we conclude today's events, I would like to invite our veteran guests to stand for a special presentation. Each student will present our guests with a challenge coin from their respective high schools. This coin displays the school's image on the front, along with the emblems of each military branch on the back. These coins symbolize our collective appreciation for your commitment to serving for our country, and we hope you will remember this day each time you see it or share it with your family and friends. Okay, you guys can do that now.
Great job. You guys hold the coin.
To our veterans, we salute you. To our guests, thank you for joining us. And to my fellow students, let's always remember the sacrifices made for our freedom. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and thanks for being here.